Hey, so I wanted to touch on some more phrases I wrote down. And actually, before I wanted to, well, I'm kind of forced to start the video. Obviously, it's a choice, I'm not, but I was reading the sentences in my mind. And at the same time, I was listening to music. Now, mind you, I got thousands of tracks, songs on my phone, so I put about 300 extra since today. And one of these songs, one of these new 300 songs just happened to play, and I didn't recognize it at all. Like, I downloaded it a few months ago. I did download it, but I just today decided to, put on a few hundred songs, and this one was included. But I didn't know anything about the lyrics or anything of that, so I was just listening to it. When I read the sentence, if you can hold it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. And literally at the same time I read, you can hold it in your hand or hands. That's what the artist said. Hold it in your hand, or hold it in my hand. But come on, that's instantaneous. And you could say, oh, that's reaching, or that's just coincidence. Well, I went over that. None of those things are coincidences, or synchronicities or serendipities. You have to understand that, like Lyndall A. Warden, a former student of Neville Goddard, who is still alive to this day, keeps on emphasizing on this in his talks. You can check them out at Next Generation Neville Goddard, I think, on Neville Goddard Next Generation. That's the channel he and a different coach, whatever, talk about this information. But he always emphasizes it is always on, or you are always on. You decide that. You're one with God, so you could say God's power is always on, but since you are one with God, you are God, so, you are on all the time. Well, this just proved that. It's very, you could say that's small, or it's not interesting or whatever, but it just proves that it literally can be instantaneous also in this physical reality, so to speak. Because I was thinking about it, and then somehow the shuffle, because like I said, these thousands of tracks I have, they're always shuffling. So just one of these new 300 tracks decided to, play, so to speak, and somehow I was moved to read exactly this sentence. And the artist exactly at the same time said the same words, hold it in your hand. Maybe not to you, but but to me that explains a whole lot. But anyways, since I started the video already, I'm going to go over these phrases now. And because of yesterday's video, I actually started with a phrase of James Allen's book, As a Man Thinketh. But I didn't fully phrase it out as the literal quotation, so to speak, because it's actually a little bit limiting. That's at least my opinion, and I will tell you why. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Yesterday, man or spelled with A or with an E, doesn't matter, Just could be a kid, a grown up, a boy, a girl, a woman, a man, doesn't matter. So, but in his heart or her heart, whatever. Well, this is why I put it like this. As you think, so are you, or so you are. And as a man thinketh in his heart, or her heart, it almost applies if there is like something deeper you have to go into, if you get what I mean, because I'm always emphasizing it all begins and ends with awareness itself. So, on what a person actually puts his awareness, that is he. And now obviously this is more in a self-concept way, but you have to understand that your whole self-concept is pretty much a choice, and even if you subconsciously, so to speak, invited people to change your mind, you did that, and like I said, subconsciously, so you weren't aware of being awareness itself, so you let these things control you, dictate who you are. But you did that, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's all about, do you desire the life you have right now? Are you content, so to speak? And if you aren't, then, well, I suggest you change the way you think. And thoughts are seen by the silent observer, the real, true you. So awareness itself. So put your awareness on something different, you know, and those will be the thoughts. And if you really understand who you actually are, God, all that is, source, energy, whatever, then yes, by right now you changing, putting your awareness on something different. Doesn't matter where you are right now, maybe at your work, maybe on a beach, in a forest, I don't know, in a kitchen, whatever. You're doing something right now, you're not doing it, you're just watching me on your TV or laptop, I don't know, whatever, phone. The thing is, yes, right now, you, just like I do, and just like we all do, since we are all one with the Father, all that is. So every, so to speak, finite, individualized aspect of consciousness is also, well, the creator of everything. You know? And yes, in this physical sense, creation is finished, so you just choose, you just decide what you want to experience or not. Good, bad, indifferent, whatever. You decide. But yeah, really think about that. That if right now you are bold enough, you don't even have to be bold enough. That's more also a claim for if you don't really understand who you really are, you know. If you right now understand that by putting your awareness on it, you will experience it through the senses, in experience, as awareness, you know, and yes, everything. No exceptions. You know, you decide the exceptions, you know. If you're right now like, nah, this guy's just talking mumbo jumbo, just some airy fairy nonsense, like this would be, everybody would know about this information if it's like really this powerful, so to speak. And no, that's why pretty much nobody knows about this, because, well, the world we live in, so to speak, how it is right now with the minds and the awareness, individualized aspects of awareness who don't really understand who they really are. Well, yeah. I mean, it would be a whole lot different, but there, you know, there's no problem with how it is right now. It's all good. It is what it is, you know. You don't have to react to it. You don't have to get triggered by any of these things, you know. Anything that goes on in, so to speak. Well, like Linda Warden says, drama of the man, drama of the mind, so to speak, drama of the world, you know. All the, so to speak, consistent change, which you are aware of, which you are not, because you are the observer. All this change is seen by somebody, and that somebody is you, as in you personally, you the viewer. And if I have, like, for example, 100,000 people will see this video, then all of you 100,000 viewers individually right now are one with God, you know. Matter of fact, you are God. So act like it, you know. So as you think, so are you. This is, I think it's actually from scripture, but I couldn't really find the sentence itself. But once again, Lyndall Warden, former student of Neville Goddard, also keeps on emphasizing this. All denial is self-denial. Well, I think it pretty much speaks for itself, but yes, whatever you think, or so to speak, convince yourself you cannot have, do, be, whatever, well, that's your refusal to believe, so to speak. To just understand that by putting your awareness on it once, and to be really honest, is enough, you know. Well, if you right now, like I just gave as an example, think like, well, who is this guy? I don't know him, he's just a messenger, and he's just, I don't know anything, any of this truth on it, because it is, you can disprove what I'm saying. Matter of fact, test it out, you know, try it right now. But if you're still somehow convinced, then 99% sure somebody or something else in the world, doesn't matter, maybe a family member or somebody you loved or trusted or still do, you know, still love, trust, whatever, convince you that, well, you're not powerful, you have no control over nothing, so to speak, you do not influence anything, everything is just happening and that's it. Well, to a certain state that is very true, because yes, you are true awareness and your true self will never change. Either if you're a toddler or you're on your deathbed, so to speak, you still have the same I am awareness. I mean, come on, think about it. How many times, even if it's in your mind, so to speak, not out loud, but words are just thoughts made, well, yeah, speaking things into existence. I mean, I actually came up with this today. Word becomes word. Words become world, or word becomes world, or words become worlds, whatever. Worlds, I would just mean with worlds, I would mean the world as in every viewer its own, personal perspective. That's your world, your reality, but not this whole world, the already manifested world, so to speak, which you can change, obviously. You can just choose, to experience a different part of it, so to speak. And once again, also the nature I'm looking at, I could drop a big ass bomb, that would be my choice, and it would all be gone. But then still the observer will still be here, So that also proves that, yes, this is in constant change, but, well, you aren't actually. So your thoughts, what you put your awareness on becomes your world, your reality, your physical 3D reality. Oh yeah. Ego likes to run the show, to keep you safe, and therefore in lack of what you do desire. So understand that ego is just so to speak self-concept you decided you were. And now, once again, maybe unaware, you are always awareness itself, so you just have to become aware of being awareness, and then you choose, But for some reason, if you wasn't aware of being awareness, well, there's a big chance somebody chose for you. And once again, yes, subconsciously you invited them to do so. But it's not an attack to you, so to speak. I mean, I've been guilty. I've been guilty of it way too many times, But it's a decision to, keep on identifying with whatever you thought were or were not true, because it's in itself all neutral, like I also keep on emphasizing. So it's your decision to make it good, bad, indifferent, positive, negative, and then keep on thinking that throughout your life, so to speak, for weeks, months, I don't know, years. You attach it to who you are, but you decided that none of that is who you really are, which I just explained. Your true self has nothing to do with any of these things. It's nice because it is the observer, so it can always observe this, whatever, everything. All these, so to speak, bad self-concepts or negative thoughts or feelings, emotions, problems you, so to speak, have in your life, which you do because you created them. Once again, creation is finished. You're not creating or manifesting anything into this reality. You're just simply, like Helen Hetzel, selecting or choosing, deciding whatever you do or do not want to experience. And once again, that is your choice. So come from awareness itself, And I might actually make another video later on, but this was the one for the phrases right now. So appreciate you watching, and see you soon.